You're probably looking at this team thinking, how have you done that? How have you got the Arsenal Invincibles plus a couple of added extra Arsenal players from the past in FIFA 18? Well, the answer is quite simply, I'm playing on PC and I've used a couple of mods. If you want to do this yourself, if you've got the game on PC, I will leave a link to a website that I've used to do all of this. It's actually very simple, and I don't know if you remember, but when FIFA 18 first came out, I don't play on Xbox, I play on PlayStation, so I wasn't able to get the early access, you know, the 3 days early copy of the game. So I got it on PC, because you get it on PC and Xbox early. Played it on PC and absolutely hated it because they don't support it, they don't add the latest boots, they don't update the game enough. So with modding, you can actually update it yourself. I've got all of the boots, I've got added teams, I've got like the full Croatian League, you know, all of these crazy things. And I thought, it's time to do a career mode, and what better than an Arsenal Invincibles career mode with the likes of Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, and many more. So this video is going to be quite short. It's not the start of the series, although it kind of is. I want your feedback. I want you to tell me what you want me to do in this series, what my target should be, what ratings, certain ratings that players should be, because obviously I've edited them myself. Well, some of them anyway. Let me jump into the squad here, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. So what I've done is I've got the icons that are already in the game that I can get that were Arsenal players. So Thierry Henry is 93 rated because that's his icon card. It's got the exact same stats as his icon card does in Ultimate Team. Same with Bergkamp, same with Pires. Petit actually wasn't part of the Invincibles that season, but how can I not put him in the team when he's an icon and available to use? So he's 90. Vieira is 92, Overmars is 90, and then the entire back five, except from Campbell and, well, actually, yeah, Seaman isn't. Okay, so Lauren I've had to make myself. You can tell by not having a picture. 83 rated, do you think that's fair? You know, I can go through all of their stats and stuff, but I don't think that matters too much. It's the overall rating that you're going to be more worried about. So I want you to let me know throughout this video which ratings you think are wrong, which one should go up, which one should go down. If it's already an icon, I can't adjust it. It would be silly to, seeing as they're already very overpowered. It's going to be great fun to use them. So players like Overmars, I wouldn't have given a 90, but he's already 90 as his icon is in the game already. I've made Toure there, Kolo Toure, 84 rated. I don't know what you think about that. Campbell is actually an icon. I don't know why he hasn't come with a picture, but I didn't make Campbell here. He's just 86 rated by default. Ashley Cole's already in the game, but as a current player, so I've had to recreate him in his Arsenal days. And I should mention, all of their ages, their weights, and things like that, that's all not real. What I have done is their height, and I've made them look somewhat like they did back then. I've done their haircuts and skin colour and things like that. I haven't been able to do skill moves. That, unfortunately, is just randomly generated, so Ashley Cole's going to have 4-star skills, but 2-star weak foot. I've adjusted their strong foot as well, so Ashley Cole should be left-footed. Seaman is already an icon. I don't know why he hasn't got his picture, but that is his official rating in the game already, 88. And now on the bench, I've got a lot of players. We've got Keown, Clichy. That is actually Gilberto Silva. I need to rename him to Gilberto as his first name, because that's what he was known as. Edu, Lundberg's already in the game, so I can't really adjust him. Reyes. Wiltord, I mean, this is going to bring back many memories for you guys who were around and watching the football back when Arsenal won the league completely unbeaten. We've got Ali Adier there, Kanu, I was going to say Canu then, Ray Parler, Pascal Segan, Taylor, a goalkeeper that we barely used, but I thought I need to have an extra goalkeeper, and Lehman as well. So I just need you guys to leave tons of comments and loads of feedback, especially when it comes to ratings. So the first team, Seaman is, as he is, 88. Same with Campbell, Overmars, Vieira, Petit, Pires, Henry and Bergkamp. All of those are icons already in the game, so don't talk about those guys. But Ashley Cole, Kolo Toure, Lauren, Keown, Clichy, Gilberto, Edu, Wiltord, Reyes, Ali Adier, Kanu, Parler, Segan, Taylor and Lehman. If you pause the video and then make a comment what players you think need adjusting. For example, you might think that Taylor was better than a 76 rated back then. To be fair, I have no idea how good he was. He was our third string goalkeeper, but you might think that that's wrong. Just leave a comment below. Same with Pascal Siegen. Was he better than a 78 rated? Was Edu better than a 81 rated? Also, another thing that's really annoyed me is you can't change their positions to just centre mid, or you can't have centre forward, you can't have left wing, right wing. It's very limited. Unfortunately, you've got CDM, cam, right mid, and then you've got striker or right forward, left forward. So I've done the best I can, and I think actually this team is pretty good, isn't it? So if you want me to do a career mode with this team, maybe playing all the away games and simulating all the home games and trying to win the league unbeaten, that could be a great little mini-series that just goes on for a week or two. I don't want to do something too long, especially with the World Cup being on. So this is coming. I am going to do an Arsenal Invincibles career mode over the next few days. I just need you guys to leave your feedback down below. And which player are you most excited about watching? For me, of course, it's going to be playing with Thierry Henry on that left side with Bergkamp up front. These two are going to be banging in goals all day long. To give you a little bit of background information on how long this has taken me to do, I started last night by downloading the mods and installing them. It can be quite complicated, you know, dragging files into folders and all that stuff. And you have to play with Origin offline for it to work. I think in general, especially with making all of these players, it's taken me about 3 or 4 hours. So it really is worth the investment if you want to play around. And it's not just these legends in the game. All of the icons, you can import them into your career mode. And in fact, why not? Let me show you. If I go into, if I stay in team sheets, I should be able to go to rest of the world. You'll see we've got, yeah, look at this. This is the classic A. We've got Van Basten, Pele, Maradona. I mean, all of these guys. We've got Zico, Baresi, Yashin. We've got so many legends. I'm thinking I could do tons of career modes before FIFA 19 comes out, playing with legends and things like that. Imagine trying to sign Ronaldinho at Barcelona and recreating that Barcelona team. Because what I could do is put these legends into different clubs around the world and then sim a season and then try and buy some of them. It might be really interesting to see what kind of price they would go for. Here are some of the other ones that you can get. Ronaldo, Zanetti, Puyol, Maldini, Roberto Carlos, Ronaldinho, of course. So many fantastic players. A lot of them without faces, unfortunately, but they have a face in-game. That's the one that matters most. Also, with the mod we've got a bunch of other teams that aren't even in the game. So Japan, we've got the Japan League. We've got, where is it? Let me try and find it. Vissel Kobe. So this is the team that not only does Podolski play for them, but the team that has just bought Iniesta. It's not in FIFA. Simple as that. So with this mod, I've been able to get the Japanese league in there. I think we had Croatia as well somewhere. We've got Czech Republic. A few teams that we don't normally see there. We've got, I think, a few international teams as well. Also in the rest of the world, we have a bunch of teams that are in, for example, the Europa League and the Champions League, but aren't in FIFA. They've just been added in, like Ludogorets. Who else have we got here that I recognise? Bate or Bate Borisov. Apoel. There's a few teams that don't exist and they're in the game. So I'm really excited by this. The PC version isn't as good as the console version, but with mods, it's better than the console version. All of the boots, I'm going to get the World Cup boots. They're not even in FIFA yet, so I'm going to get those sorted soon. I'm just so excited to start making videos on this. It's going to be so much fun. And actually, let me show you something else. If I start a new career mode, I need to be careful here not to download latest squads and overwrite what I've got. If I go with Man City, for example, here you can see I've got loads of spaces for other managers, which I'm going to be adding in a little bit later. I'm going to add in Unai Emery and things like that. If we go into European competition in first season, you can see it says Champions League at the top there. I've got the Champions League in FIFA 18. If I go ahead and draw with other seeds, you can see it adds all of the other ones into the groups. I think this is the official groups, is it not? I recognise some of it, maybe not, but Apoel, that's not even in FIFA, and I've got them in my Champions League group. So we've got Shakhtar, Napoli, and Feyenoord. So I've arranged us to have the Champions League. We'll go ahead and set that to current customised, Sterling. Let's go ahead and advanced. And this is the beauty of career mode on PC. It's so much faster. Obviously, I've got a very quick PC, so I'm able to do this. But now, if I simulate all the way to my first Champions League game, I'll be able to show you what the boards look like. There's, you know, the thing that all the kids wave around on the pitch with normally like a team badge on it or a nationality. Instead, it's the Champions League logo, which is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and go into the calendar, and we will sim to our first Champions League game. As you can see in the top right corner there, we'll simulate our way there. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, so here we go. Feyenoord. This is going to be a Champions League game. Normally it would say Champions Cup, but it does say Champions League. There's the team, if you wanted to take a look. I think there's been a little bit of growth there. Very nice indeed. So let's start up the game here, and I'll show you what the pre-match graphics look like. It's so, so cool. It's a little bit of a look into what it'll look like in FIFA 19. Obviously not as detailed. We've got Fox Sports in the top right corner, but there you can see it says Champions League, Feyenoord versus Manchester City. It's got the official stadium names for each team as well, this mod. It's not the actual stadium, but it will rename it based on what team is using it in the career mode. There's the Champions League logo there as well. Shame there's no Champions League ball, unless I need to select it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's just set to default. But you'll see with the teams coming up as well, it will all say Champions League as well. You'll see on the advertising boards around the edge of the pitch, it's got the Nissan advertising boards. That's not in the game. Player to watch, Raheem Sterling. Let's skip in a little bit here. I should be able to... So there you go. Champions League, Feyenoord versus Man City. And it will say it in the top left corner when the scoreboard comes up. There you go, Champions League. I mean, it's so cool. So I will be able to maybe put the Arsenal Invincibles in the Champions League as well if we do that career mode with the Champions League in mind. Let's see if we can just get a shot away to finish this video. Aguero with his left foot. Oh dear, not very good. So thanks for watching this video. I know it's not a normal video of mine. I just needed some feedback before I start the Invincibles career mode. So make sure you leave your comments down below. And again, check out the website if you want to go ahead and start modding FIFA. Now is a good time to do it. The game will be probably quite cheap for FIFA 18 on Origin. So, you know, it might be worth it if you want to play around. Although it can be a little bit frustrating and a little bit complicated. But thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you leave your comments below. Feel free to tweet me as well, @officialmgh. And I will see you next time. I'm so excited to get this career mode started.